Dopamine, released 2025 by Lil Tecca. Now before I listened to the album, I went in with no expectations. Often when I tend to do that, I focus more on nitpicking, and that definitely lessens the experience. I wanted to focus more on how Tecca would evolve his sound, with it only being 9 months since he's dropped his last project, Plan A, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Songs like 24 Hours and All the Time stayed on repeat. So while I didn't have high expectations, I did at least have hope that we get a few bangers, and he definitely delivered on that. But focusing more on the core of the album, it does have a total of 17 songs to the track list, 21 if you include the bonus tracks, and it runs for a total of 42 minutes. So it's not too long of a listen. And then for features, you only have the opium vampire baby himself, Ken Carson, who he's actually have had on previous projects as well, and that song was fantastic. Hopefully this one sounds as good, if not better, than the previous collaboration. I'll let you know my thoughts on that in the tier list. As for the production on the album, there's a couple of names that stand out for the amount of volume that they were used. First up, you have Leyva, who's worked with Tecca for years now, and then you have Taz Taylor as well, who's actually helped produce on over half the project. So considering that, it makes sense to why there's so many beat transitions. But me personally, I'm more of a shuffle type of guy. So all the fake outs kinda get annoying after a while. But for that first listen through, it's pretty cool. Like always, the project will be linked for all platforms in the description below. If you are enjoying these videos, please give them a like. And also, we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so please subscribe if you don't mind. I'm giving you guys album reviews all year long and sharing nothing but good music. But with saying that, we're finna rank all these songs on a tier list, followed up by giving my overall thoughts on Lil Tecca's Dopamine. So yeah, let's go. Alright, and now we are to the tier list part of the video, and I guess to get it started, I will just go ahead and explain the tiers that we have here. I guess we'll start at the very top, or the best. First up, we have All the Plot. If you can get your song in this tier, you pretty much don't have half the plot, you pretty much have all of the plot, so you're doing something right. So we'll be putting your song here, if it's any good. And then next up, we have We're Addicted. You know, we've been taking in a little bit too much dopamine, so now we're a little bit hooked, maybe a little bit too hooked, to the point to where we're addicted now. So if your song is here, good shit, bro, good shit. And then next up, we have Throw Ken Carson on it. I'm not gonna say just because your song gets here, it's a bad song, or it's a good song, it's a horrible song, or it's an amazing song. It just means it's an okay song, you know, a good song pretty much. So if we threw Ken Carson on it, maybe it would be just a little bit better. And then next up, we have Not the X Factor. And what do I mean by Not the X Factor? It pretty much just means that if your song is here, it was a factor, but it just was not the X Factor. And you kind of don't want your song to be here, especially on an album. If it's a project, okay, but I guess there's going to be some mid on an album, but it sucks that there is. And then for our last tier, we have Regret is Free. And thank God it is, because holy, if your song is on this tier, you're really doing something wrong, brother. But hopefully we don't have any Lil Tecca songs here. I guess we'll see in a minute. But I guess with saying that, let's go ahead and get into ranking these songs. And I guess up first we have Dark Thought. This song was released a couple months ago, and Tecca pretty much covered it off of a song from this EP. And if you like foreign music, I definitely recommend to give Bad a listen to. I don't know what the hell he's saying on that song, but it sounds amazing. And then next up we have Oh Oh, and I think we will be putting that in the We're Addicted tier. The beat is disgusting on it, but it kind of sounds too good, you know. I think this one is gonna get old fast, but nonetheless it's still a really good song though. So we're gonna put that in We're Addicted tier. And then next up we have Half the Plot. I think we're gonna put this in We're Addicted tier as well. This is another really good one. Everything is pretty much solid on this song, but I think Tecca could have done just a little better on his chorus. But besides that, it's a really good song. And then next up we have The Truth. I think I'm gonna have to also put this in We're Addicted. The instrumental for this song kind of sounds heavenly for real. I love the freaking beat for this song. And then next up we have Favorite Lie. And I'm not gonna lie, I think this might be one of my favorite songs on the album. That or Hollywood, both of these songs just have really good choruses, especially Hollywood, and they're just super catchy, super infectious. Really like these two songs. And then next up we have X Factor, just a pretty good song. And after that we have Don't Rush. I think I'm gonna put this one in All the Plot. The chorus and the beat for this one went supremely together. I low-key be dancing to this at work, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then next up we have Boys Don't Cry, and I think I'm gonna have to put this in Not the X Factor. It was kind of just an okay song. You can kind of say the same thing about Sheriff It and Let You Know as well. Some of them kind of got a little boring, but they're not horrible songs though. So I'm just gonna put them in Not the X Factor. But then he turned it back up with On Your Own. And I think I'm gonna put this one in We're Addicted. The beat for this one, super disgusting. I really fuck with this one. And then next up we have One Night. And I think this is a song that I probably would not add to my rotation, but a song that I definitely added to my rotation, Irish Goodbye. That song is just too good, too good. And after that we have Wake Up, another just okay song. The beat was pretty cool though. And then next up we have Malibu's Most Wanted. And I think I'm gonna have to throw this one in Ken Carson, or throw Ken Carson on it tier. I like the chorus for this one, and the beat is pretty fire too, but it really just wasn't giving me the energy that I needed. Maybe if you threw Ken Carson on it, it would have been a better song, but we're gonna have to leave it in this tier for now. And then we have the last song on the regular album, not the one with the bonus tracks. The Rush, I think that's the bonus tracks, whatever. And I think Ken Carson did a really good job on this one, but Tecca kinda did not bring his part, if that makes sense. The sad part is they did throw Ken Carson on it, and it just was not enough to make this song a really good one. But I think Tecca's verse could have definitely been a little bit better, maybe a little bit longer, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to leave that and throw Ken Carson on it. And then lastly, if we're gonna rank the bonus tracks, I only listened to them a couple of times, so I really can't say that these are ranked expertly. All the other songs I've listened to like 100 times, but these songs I only listened to a couple. Not Too Much was a very different sounding song. It pretty much didn't have any bass in it. I think it was like a more of an acoustic type of performance from Tecca, but it's definitely something new. And I think he can really expand on that and really push something that people will like. But there you have it. This is our tier list. I definitely think there was a little bit too much of the 2-star recruits. I'm not gonna lie to you, maybe the 3-star recruits, we could have definitely shaved some of those off the project. But yeah, this is our tier list. If I put anything in the wrong spot, let me know. I feel like this is the best representation that we could put out, but he definitely gave us some bangers though. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But I guess with saying that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'm gonna give my overall score for the album, and call it a video after that. See you there. We definitely got some hit on the project. From Hollywood to Irish Goodbye, you got some hits on the album for sure. But I do have to say there is some mid as well. Some songs could have been left off the project for sure, but overall, it's a really solid project. Given it's only been 9 months since Plan A, you really can't complain. He's been dropping super consistently and always gives you a couple hits to add to the playlist. I would like to see a no skip album out of him at some point for sure, and I'm sure we'll get one. But to give a score for the album, I'm gonna give it a 8.1 out of 10. That's pretty good if you ask me. Let me know what you guys think. But coming up on the channel, we got So So Camo dropping next week, so we're definitely gonna be reviewing that project. I know it's gonna be straight gas. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing Tecca collab with him. And I'm thinking about maybe dropping a video for that new Dro Kenji EP he dropped. It's pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've listened to it a couple times and it's pretty good. You guys let me know if you would like to see that. But I guess with saying that, that's pretty much gonna do it for the video. What do you guys think about the Tecca album? The Tecca Dopamine album? Did you get your dopamine out of it? Hopefully you did, but I guess that's gonna do it. And until the next video, keep enjoying music. See ya.